It really is completely out of control. It just seems like the wrong sort of people.
See, they bypass all the scanners. They just drive right onto the airports.
Yeah, they do. They got their own jets. They've got all their private airplanes. They've got the private terminals that they go through. They don't go through any of this stuff, and they're carrying drugs with them. Think Iran-Contra. It's open season on the American people. We're all being controlled and enslaved, so that the government, with their special access and their private access and their private security, they can come and go as they will. They can do whatever they want. I don't know if you saw this story where this mayor got caught on videotape stealing ladies' undies. The problem with political power, is it's going to attract the wrong kind of people. It attracts the people who shouldn't have it, and we allow it to happen.
How many scumbags in business and life have you ran into who just want to do bad, who just want to steal, who just want to cheat, who enjoy lying, who enjoy playing the victim, who enjoy manipulating people? That's what we've got, is a competition of the greatest scum to get into positions of power with each other, so the very worst get into control.
Well, the problem is that, all of the rules and all of the morality is just something they see as being used to control the masses, and they never believe that it applies to them. They answer to a higher authority, or they think Adam Smith was absolutely right, that you can be a total greedy person and somehow you're benefiting the system as a whole. Obviously, looking at our current economy, that was completely false, but they still want to subscribe to that theory, just as they're still clinging to global warming.
And it's all lies. They keep telling us that the economy's great. I have a stack right here. Reuters, U.S. growth prospects deemed bleak in new decade. Our GDP plunges. Personal bankruptcy filings rising fast to record level. Wall Street Journal. Economic Policy Journal. Robert Rubin, the main culprit. All hell could break loose because of huge government debt. They want a new excise tax. They want a new value-added tax. They have Glenn Beck calling for it, calling it conservative. We've got American job satisfaction falls to record low, to only 45%. We've got editorial, hiding health bills behind closed doors, Washington Times, U.S. News and World Report, Democratic leaders plan secret health care reform deliberations. Everything's secret. Everything's criminal. They just do whatever they want. And they're telling us the economy's wonderful, as everyone I know is losing their job, getting pay cuts, everything's falling apart, and the media is saying, we're going to naked body scan you.
What we have right now, the only part of the economy that looks good is the Dow Industrial Averages, and we're seeing more and more indications that is being manipulated. The plunge protection team is in there. The U.S. government is buying stocks in order to drive up their value so they can use the Dow as a political banner. See, the economy is good. The Dow is up. If you're not doing well, it's your own fault.
But they pumped 28+ trill. They just admitted $4 trillion more on top of 23.7 trill. So it comes up to right at 28 trill. They've pumped 28 trill of our money into their own investments.
That's absolutely true. And the AIG's, Goldman Sachs is keeping the bonuses. Obama promised he was going to get those back.
Record profits. We get their internal documents, how they engineered the whole thing. McClatchy Newspapers admits it. I mean, this is hell on earth.
They made a huge fortune helping to destroy the American economy. And, what is the goal here of the government? Are they trying to crash the U.S. economy?
Yes, look at the UN saying they want to deindustrialize, paying to move steel mills and power plants out of the U.S. to India.
And we're left out without any manufacturing.
We're left with SWAT teams running around urinating on us.
What are we supposed to do to pay our bills? That's the part that really makes it look like the government wanted the economy to crash.
They want a rebellion. They want a rebellion. They want violence.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it. I don't like violence, but it does seem like we're headed in that direction.
It's a master plan, Kurt. I'm telling you, man, I can't. Somebody just popped in my ear. What's that? I was just thinking about sending a story to Kurt Nemo. That's why I called him Kurt. Yeah, I know. He's Mike Rivero. Well, I'm here telling my few writers I've got, post this, post that. Whenever you're talking, I'm hitting the button saying, post this, give me that. I mean, the problem is we've got so much evidence, Mike.
Yes. What we need is anger in the people, and I'm still amazed that we're not getting it.
I just don't even know what to do anymore, Mike. I just let's talk to who's up next here. Mark in California, you're on the air with Mike Rivero. Go ahead.
Alex.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man. Thanks so much for all you're doing. I was thinking of what to say, as I heard the few moments before I came on the air, but seriously, this is all so far gone. I'm I can't even I can't even react to any of these things anymore.
Well, they hope we just
scanners.
get that far gone and just kind of give up. No, we have to stand up and go, this is the moment when they really come out in the open. We got to go, you're criminal degenerates. You're criminals. You're criminals. You're just chant it. You are criminals. You are illegitimate. You are tyrannous. You are tyrannical. We do not recognize you. You are criminals. You are staging the terror attacks. You engineered the economic collapse. You threatened martial law if the banks weren't given total power. You are criminals. You are criminals. You are criminals. You are criminals. Until everybody starts chanting, you are criminals. Sorry, go ahead.
My classes here at the university. So I just read an article calling this last decade the lost decade, and I completely disagree with that. I think the next one coming, the one we just entered, is going to be the lost decade for sure. And we're starting to see all the signs of the mobilization towards this world government. Just have you've been covering. It's all coming together right now. And it seems like
world government is out in the open, and I'll be at the park with my kids, and some yuppie will walk over and start laughing at me saying, you're a kook. These fools have no idea what's happening to them. Mike Rivero, what do you call this sick psychology where people making $100,000 a year think they're part of the elite and think if they just psychologically buddy up to the tyranny and make a joke out of it, that it's somehow funny and cute?
Well, I call it the good German syndrome, and, because there were people in Germany who all wanted to be cozy and buddy-buddy with Hitler. That didn't work out. Stalin used to call people like that useful idiots. Every society has them. They're in denial about what's going on. They're like abused children, where they think if I just go along with the abuse, maybe it won't get any worse. And, of course, history shows that, when you go along with being abused, it is going to get worse because abusers don't know how to control themselves.
We need a headline at Infowars.com and an article explaining that we have the Stockholm Syndrome, and you know what that is, Mike.
Absolutely. And, it's abused child syndrome, where the abused children will work to protect the abusing parent and to defend them and to justify them. And that's exactly where we are with a huge segment of the American population. And I think the government planners are relying on that. And they're figuring that if they start to abuse us more and more and more, that people will just say, oh, please, I'm being a good American. Don't abuse me anymore. I won't say anything. I won't complain. And it's a classic abused child pattern.
Well, it's like kids I would see getting beat up when they got off the school bus, putting up with it, and the bullies came like flies. Not me. Bullies ran when they saw me because I'm like, hey, you may be bigger than me. You want some? I mean, I don't understand the love of cowardice, the love of rolling over. I don't have courage. I am just not a slave. I'm a real human. I'm ready to stand up.